Hello, hello there. How you doing? It's me again, Mr. Twisted Ass 454, doing another video on my book. I'm gonna probably read you a couple chapters out of my volume because I figured I had a few videos before about this, and I didn't really like the way the video came out, so I deleted it, and I think I'm gonna just do it again until it meets my specifications. But anyway, that's fucking neither here nor there. This, for those of you that are interested in my work, there it is. Twisted Children's Story Asylum. You can now buy it on Amazon. That's right. So anyway, the chapter that I'm going to be reading to you is a chapter called Camp Treblanka Weight Loss Camp. Treblanka, for those of you that don't know, was a very notorious concentration camp. Not as notorious as Auschwitz. And the idea is the big fat people, go there to lose weight. Let me show you. Here it is. Are you tired of being a fat fuck? Has every weight loss tactic failed you? Fortunately, there is a final solution. Camp Treblanka, the most effective weight loss and camp in the world. Here's how it works in 5 easy steps. Step 1. Get your fat, blubbery ass into a freight car. How's that story, okay? You like?
Oh, yeah.
Forgive me, YouTube. That's a friend of mine reading one of my works. See? There's the footage. Pretty much, you see all the fat people getting in the train cars to go lose weight. Boom, a guy gets shot. And you pretty much get the idea. Step 2, work your fucking ass off. And then, of course, you see all the fat people having bricks on their back and stuff, say. Now, here's one of my favorite scenes. I don't know. It also says, step 3, rent your fat ass out to the angel of death. And then, of course, you see some big fat guy. Then they're using a flamethrower trying to make him lose weight. Now, here's a scene where there's a woman who has her abdomen sliced open, and she says, I want a fucking cheeseburger. And, of course, he made a lampshade out of her stomach, and he says, that's not a very good idea, because, you see, the problem is that when you ain't got none, it's kind of hard to eat a cheeseburger when you ain't got none, so to speak. She ain't got no stomach. Anyway, moving on. Step 4, avoid taking showers. Infamous gas chambers. Step 5, stay on a stringent diet. And then you see a fat person eating table scraps out of a Nazi's hand. And then from there, it just gets really silly. Before, after. Saturday Night Clinic is a great chapter, too. We already talked about that one. Let's see. Oh, that's an interesting one. Oh, here's a good one. Strike 'em. There's a good one. That might actually, I'm not sure if that's in my, oh yeah, Strike 'em's a good one. That's basically a chapter about Walmart and Black Friday and unions and stuff. And what ends up happening is, a Walmart employee gets fired to get the job as a landscaper. And he finds Jimmy Hoffa. He digs up Jimmy Hoffa's corpse. And then he brings him to this necromancer, and he comes back as a vampire. It gets pretty interesting from there. There's a Walmart CEO using money to jerk off with because he's making so much of it. He's got his bondage wear. There's a Walmart employee in a tub of debt. There, you see a Walmart customer that has been flattened like a pancake because of the stampede at Walmart. There, you see the guy, the landscaper who worked at Walmart, found Jimmy Hoffa's corpse and is dragging him out of off the job site. Now, what ends up happening is this guy on a bicycle is towing a radio flyer wagon with Jimmy Hoffa's corpse in it. Notice there's cement block shoes. And then you have a necromancer yelling Latin gibberish and pouring money all over him, see? Lightning. And then, of course, Jimmy Hoffa comes back as a vampire, see? So what ends up happening is Jimmy Hoffa ends up becoming a vampire, this big, scary-looking vampire guy. And he goes to, like, one of the Walmart headquarters and starts, like, picking off his people one at a time, rips one guy in half, as you can see. And one guy, he sucks his blood. And then a Walmart CEO becomes a vampire. And then he's going to give the Walmart employees $50 an hour and give $20 an hour to the union. Now, of course, Walmart ends up going broke. Before, a Walmart employee making $8 an hour had to stand out by the bus stop. Now, you see a Walmart employee driving around a fucking Duesenberg or whatever the hell it is. Is that a Duesenberg? I forget. It's some really fancy car. Here's a Walmart CEO before, seen in a clawfoot bathtub, bathing in dollar bills and gold bars, smoking a big fucking cigar. After the union deal, struck by Jimmy Hoffa, of course, there's a Walmart CEO picking up pennies, scarfing up pennies off the street on his way to his ghetto apartment. You see the guy trying to sell him dope and a fucking passed out drunk guy in front of the apartment. And you see, towards the end, of course, what ends up happening is you see the three vampires. Jimmy Hoffa, complete with cement block shoes, Dracula, and Bob. Now, what ends up happening, of course, is somebody that worked at Walmart ended up uncovering all the coffins, and the daylight got the best of them and fried them up. See how that works? But anyway, last but not least for tonight is a chapter which I will have my buddy read momentarily. It's a great chapter. It's called The Shitiest Trailer in the World. And The Shitiest Trailer in the World is a pretty good chapter. Oh, it's not in this book. Okay. It's not in this book. It's in this one. The Shittiest Trailer in the World. Oh. How you like my cover? You like it? Well, I like it too. Twisted Children's Story Asylum. It was originally going to be volume 6, but I think I'm going to make it volume 2. You see how many volumes I have to work with? Now, I'm going to read this chapter out loud to you. Once upon the shittiest trailer in the world. Hold on. Is this bothering you? You making this video? Okay, I'm almost done. Once upon a time, there was a family of 3. A mother, father, and daughter, who all decided it would be a wonderful idea to adopt 60 dogs and 70 cats. Sure enough, they did. However, they did not live in a mansion or even a large house adequate for all those animals. No, they did not. Hold on just one moment, please. For all these animals, they, in fact, lived in a house trailer, a large trailer often seen at trailer parks, with insufficient bathroom facilities. In other words, all 60 dogs and 70 cats shit and pissed all over the floor, kitchen counters, and the lawn. And you see there is the picture of the trailer. It's even got shit seeping out of the windows. And the dogs and cats are shitting and pissing all over, barfing all over the lawn. See? Here is inside the trailer. You notice the mother and the father are sitting around drinking coffee, and the dogs and cats are shitting all over them while they're trying to do this. Now, you notice there's about a 4-inch coat of shit on the floor, and there's a relative from out of town, and the dogs and cats are shitting all over this guy's leg. I will continue to read the text. As you can plainly see, a relative from out of town is visiting, though I'm sure he is regretting every minute of it, because he quickly realizes the very floor he's standing on is a nice 5-inch coat of shit, or feces, in other words. He asks where the bathroom was. His brother, of course, replied, "You're standing in it." It is painfully obvious that there ain't no litter box. All of the animals and residents of the home go to the bathroom wherever they please, whether it be on the floor, whether it be the floor, the kitchen table, or the driveway. The toilet in this home has been out of order for a number of years, as indicated in the picture below. You see, there's their toilet, and it has a sign, "Bathroom out of order since 1986. Today's date, May 6th, 2005. And there's the toilet. Big pile of shit. After a relatively shitty day at the house, in the most literal sense of the word, the mother, father, and daughter and relative from out of town went to bed. By that, I mean all 4 people slept in the same bed. Because that's just how they roll. And if you don't like it, that's just too fucking bad. See? There they are. And of course, you notice the relative from out of town has a hazmat suit, and the dog is shitting all over the bed. Okay. But here's where things kind of get interesting. Suddenly, the father begins choking on something, none other than a turd, due to one of his dogs taking a dump in his mouth while he was snoring. See? There's an inbred, disfigured dog with an eye patch taking a dump in his mouth. And of course, he chokes on it. Dad does the Heimlich maneuver on himself. The turd comes out. Mom wakes up and scornfully says, "Hey, quit talking shit." See? Anyway. Months later, the town received a number of complaints, from either concerned or pissed off residents living nearby about blight, health hazard issues, and the horrific smell that could be detected from a half a mile away. So the police, fire department, EMS, and hazmat team showed up and put a screeching halt to the family's shitscapade. Animal control had to lure all the dogs and cats, 130 animals total, into a 26-foot U-Haul. See, there's the trailer, shittiest trailer in the world, in quarantine. All the relatives are in rubber rooms, of course. And that's pretty much the end of that. Now, am I going to read any more tonight? Well, probably not. Because, quite frankly, this video is getting kind of lengthy. And I'm sure many of my critics are probably getting really tired of listening to me talk. But that's just too fucking bad. So anyway, for those of you that enjoyed, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, give a thumbs up, and don't forget to tell your friends. It means a lot to me. It really turns me on. I'll just fucking with you. Alright, see you around. Bye-bye.